and we had the Spanish, French, and Italian too, and I hope so the Mandarin immersion soon, but I don't know the time or the specific day. Okay, but
Okay.
probably in a year. Igor, you want to say something?
Sorry, I don't understand. Are you learning all of these languages?
No, thanks. No, no, thanks for that, but no. I only
Okay,
speak three,
okay.
but this other language is available in Talk and Talk platform.
Okay, okay. I see, I see.
But I hope so someday. I'm able to talk all these languages, you know. I'm
Mm.
thinking about it. But thank you. And guys, we go to the questions, okay? But hello, persons from YouTube. I'm here with Antonio and Igor talking about different cultures. And we start with the questions. Okay. Question number one. How was exposure to different cultures and traditions enriched your understanding of the world? Igor, can you start first, please?
Yes, of course. Well, I've never been in another country or other place. But when we talk about the culture, I think you don't need to go to another place or so far away to understand that they have different cultures. For example, I live in Mogi das Cruzes and in São Paulo, and someone said to me that every Mogiano has the same appearance, and everybody has the same patterns, you know. And they said the people who lived in São Paulo in the center, they tend to have different appears, different clothes, and so on. And this is my opinion, but when we talk about the other cultures, I like to study German as well. And observe is how they houses or how they the language that they talk is similar to English, written English, and I think it's interesting uh, when we talk about the English or something like that, the German uh, has I don't know how to say, but they have this I don't know how to say um they colonize, I don't know, or something like that. I don't know, but that's it, guys. This is
I
my
understand.
opinion. But what about you, Antonio? What do you think about this, and what your opinion about this subject?
Okay, well, in my opinion, how I live in São Paulo and have various types of immigrants. So it's show a lot of types of cultures. It's very important because you can see the things with another perspective. And I don't have a travel to another country, just in Brazil. And for me, it's very cool the various types of cultures and the types of speaking. And it's it.
That's awesome. Like, I guess in Brazil, we had a lot of like cultures in your own country, like Igor said about the difference of Mogi and the downtown of São Paulo. Here in Minas, there is this kind of thing too. Like some persons live in Belo Horizonte, I live in Belo Horizonte, is different than the person live in the north or the south of Minas. And it's amazing because, Brazil, it's big country and we have a lot of cultures in one place. So it's amazing to see that. And I imagine in São Paulo there is more information about it because a lot of immigrants go to São Paulo to get work, right? I guess it's about it. Have more opportunities, I guess, than in other states. Like here in Minas, I see a lot of immigrants from Argentina and Bolivia. Bolivia and some in Chile. In my workplace, there is some, and it's a little bit different. Like the way the person eat coffee sometimes is different. It's amazing in my mind. But Igor said about the German. I'm still German too, and I completely understand you, Igor. Like what is happening right now with this language. And sometimes you feel frozen, right? Like, gosh, what I'm doing. The English is much more easier than German. It's harder.
Yeah, yes.
Yes, I agree.
Antonio, you try to learn another language too?
I
Besides,
try to learn Spanish, but it's very difficult.
I think too. I don't like a lot. Like I don't like Spanish. I don't know why, but mm, I don't like. Really don't like. I think it's beautiful, but I
Yes, yes.
think it's different to learn. Is much like in Portuguese, when you learn grammar in Portuguese, is boring, really boring.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Can, can I share opinion?
Of course.
Antonio said that he's learning Spanish, and I tried to see this language the other time, and I think it's so difficult to even even i- even if even if so similar or equal like Portuguese before, because they have the same regions. I don't know how to say, but when we try to say something in Spanish, it's so difficult because they have more conjugations than Portuguese. I don't know. I think it's
You
difficult.
say
I feel. How can I say burro? Uh,
dumb.
yes, I feel. I think it's not dumb, but it's similar. Eu me senti burro.
I feel stupid, probably.
Yes, stupid.
Yeah. I feel really stupid when someday I try to speak in Spanish with this guy who work with me and I say, estoy embarazada. And the guy start to laughing of my face because embarazada is pregnant. I do that. Like it's a basic thing, but for me, Spanish, it's really hard, really hard. Yeah, oh gosh. I feel totally like ego, like I'm stupid. I'm, I'm dumb with the Spanish. Really, it's really difficult. But I need to try again the Spanish someday. Someday, I hope. But Antonio, I have a question for you. Question number two, okay? Can you discuss the role of language in preserving and transmitting culture traditions? What do you think about it?
Okay, I don't understand these questions very well. Uh, can you
It's like how you use the language, the preservation of language. You mentioned the Portuguese. Of course, we had the Brazilian Portuguese, but like if you think your language, your first language, in Brazil, Portuguese, is preserving and transmit some cultural tradition of the Brazilians? What do you think? Or the English?
Okay, yes,
Go
yes.
ahead.
the Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese is a language very appears. It's sorry. The word is for we no we the origin is the Portuguese of Portugal, but the Portuguese Brazilian is very different and have many forms to say depending on state you live. You can you uh, for example in Minas you tem Y, in South you Che, and it is show the how the culture of the Brazil is so big, and it is it.
A lot of perspectives, right? Like, we transmit culture like that. It's
Yeah, oh,
like
yes.
it's amazing, right? How to I always see in my region, for example, there's another, I think it's another language. Sometimes some friends of mine who comes to São Paulo or Rio comes to Minas and stay a little bit confused in the first time because we talk fast, faster and
Yes.
eat words a lot. So it's complicated, but it's a point of culture in this place, you know? Like I have some friends on the soul too, in Porto Alegre, and that's locals. And the guys always said briefing to talk, cause talk like that and this, and it's really different. But it's a cultural thing. I guess it's amazing. On the north too, there's a person who talk so faster. So it's
Yes, yes.
amazing. I guess in United States we can see like that too. It's the difference of the way the pronunciation of the words change a little bit, the region for the other region. Like in New York is different than Washington. That's amazing. In my mind, it's amazing. I love this difference of the tongue, you know. I love it, that. I think it's amazing.
The problem is the the speak form is very difficult to understand. For
Really?
example, like Indians speak English. It's so
Yeah.
hard to understand.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes
He
it's hard.
speaks so fast and have a lot of sotaque.
Yeah, I forgot how to say sotaque. But I guess I have problems too with the Irlandeses. Talk a lot, talk faster. I feel like, gosh, stop a little bit. This, please, slowly, because it's so faster and have I don't know the like that. Like it's different and in my mind don't make any sense, but I think it's this difference. I love it, you know, the word need this kind of difference because it's
Yeah, yeah.
amazing to see that. It's like a on the conference. If you, I don't know if you guys watch it on the conference, it's
No.
amazing to see. Like there is a Bolivian, Argentine, and like Indian and Oriente Médio, and all these persons talking in Spanish, French, and English. And it's so it's to
It's
see that.
crazy.
It's crazy. Right, it's crazy. So, but it's amazing in my mind. Oh, sorry for my dog. And Igor, what do you think about the discussion?
I think when we discuss about this role, we can find about the religion. For example, in Portuguese, we tend to say a lot of things about the religion. For example, Minha Nossa, Nossa Senhora, ou Misericórdia. Uh, these expressions that we say, and they I don't it, it treads how our culture is so religious than the other ones. Idioms tends to show for all of the words, all of the other peoples, how how our culture is important in is important for us. For example, in English, I think the business it's so more important than the religions. For example, take and it's not take it's not your business when you say when you wanna say isso não é da sua conta or something like that. I and when we say something like that, so when we think about that, we tend to understand how how is the culture from that country or something like that.
Yeah, like as you said, it's different because there's some situations who in Brazil it's common. Like, oh, okay, it's a normal day. It's like in Brazil we are so literal. Literal demais.
Yes, yes.
So always we put examples in some things. But if you talk with a person who is not like that, don't learn that in her culture, feels like, uh, no, I didn't get that. Like it's confusing because it's the part of culture, like Latinos in general had this kind of culture to be literal with these things. But like if you talk to a person who live in the north of Europe, for example, the person looks like to you like, what? What's happened here? But I think this is amazing because I have a lot of persons I follow on Instagram who married with a foreign person, marriage with like uh in Inglês, North Koreano, and this kind of other regions is far away from Brazil. And there's a lot of things who you never see in the culture. You feel like, oh, why? Why you do that? But it's amazing. It's amazing. I always follow this kind of couple because I feel like, gosh, it's the two words, two different words, because it's amazing. It's like Italians do pasta, and the other way Brazilians do feijoada, like
Yes,
that.
that's
And all the both persons who eat this both food. It's amazing. It's amazing in my mind. You want to say something, Antonio? Sorry.
no, that's loved.
Okay. No worries. We go to the question number three. What can individuals and communities do to actively engage in preserving and sharing culture's diversity? Igor, you start.
Well, I've seen, oh, I've heard actually. It's like a part, but it's not. It's not a part. It's more like a meeting. With different people from another countries, from other countries, that they used to that they are used to meeting in order to make friends and or something like that. I've seen about that, but it happens in Brazil, but I don't remember where or what or when. But it's not a, like party. It's like my more meeting, you know. and people try
Like a
to.
ONG?
Hmm?
Like a ONG? You want to say the specific name of a ONG? What is that?
I think yes, it can be. It can be, but but it's not. It depends. From our own game. I think you can create a group or something like that on Instagram or something like that, and try to create and 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 grow this group in order to have different peoples from different countries in order to share and make friends and try to visit another country. You know,
It's a good one. It's a good one.
there's another one. There's another one as well. Uh, for example, if you wanna go to another country, but you don't have money or enough money in order to survive, you can live here in Brazil. You can um, offer your services in order to these own, and you accumulate points in order to tend for money and try to go to another country. And all the servers um tends to I don't know how to say, but involve the about the uh intercambio. I don't know how to say. For example, you can go to the airport in order to get a, a person from another country and drive drive in uh for his new house in Brazil, you know. And when you do that, you get a points in order to change uh, for a intercambio in a filter, and you make a preserve and transmit different cultures about your country, and you get informations about the other countries from these people that you help you. You know,
I know. I know what you want to talking about. It's like exchange program. You live in another person's house.
yes.
And when you come back to Brazil, there is some programs like that. I guess I forgot the name, but is there is some programs who the person come and like 6 months later, the other person come to your house and oh, it's amazing. Now I remember that there's
Mm-hmm.
a channel in Discovery Channel who had this kind of thing. Like is a program who is like a TV show. You can see like that. BBB like that. But it's amazing because put all the informations about the exchange program and how different feels about it, the different food, the different language, the language barrier. So it's amazing. I guess it's HBO or Discovery, but I don't remember the name of the program really. Probably is on the YouTube, probably, but it's amazing, really amazing. I like some. There is a Brazilian group. It's a girls who travel. Like the slogan is, if you don't have a friend who go outside with you, come and go with us. It's amazing. It's a group of girls who want to travel, but of course, there's a lot of locals who is so dangerous, who women go, and like a group of girls go together. This kind of thing. It's amazing, right? Like sharing culture, diversity. And nowadays there is in Brazil, I guess in Chile, and I guess in Mexico. These three groups is the same community, but there is these three groups, and the girls you don't know the girls, but you meet in this community and go to like locals who is so dangerous for women, but with a group of person. you feel more comfortable, right? So it's amazing. Like if you
Yes,
don't have
that's
a
great.
friend, come with us. It's amazing. I
That's
think
great. It's a great
I guess we
opportunity.
have a lot of.
Like,
Sorry, Goy, I can hear you. I'm so sorry. Can you repeat?
oh, I said nothing. I just said that that's a great opportunity.
But yeah, it's amazing. I want to travel with these girls someday. This month, the girls go to Africa. Is go to savannas africanas, and see and in the Instagram profile is like, you want to see leões,
Lion.
lions. You want to see a lions? Come with us. It's amazing. Like amazing.
Great, great.
Yeah, it's like, oh gosh, the person who had this idea is amazing. This woman was amazing, really. And Antonio, how about you about the discussion?
Uh, you can make exchange of with other people's country and go to another country, or the people go to Brazil. You can share and the culture. Um, for the community, it's more examples of that is museums, uh, art museums, historic museums, museum, say. Okay. And existing places, for example, in São Paulo, Liberdade, and it's very strong the Japanese culture. Yes, the place is very for the people like the Japanese culture. In this case, is a place show a lot of things. It's very easy.
Yeah, I know persons who had two opinions about Liberdade. I never go to Liberdade, but I love the Japanese culture, the Chinese culture, Indonesia culture in general. I think it's beautiful. But I have two friends who had a different perspective of Liberdade, and it's so amazing to see. It's like the perspective of a person who live like near to Liberdade, and the perspective of a person who live not so near to Liberdade, to see all the things happen at the night in Liberdade. So it's amazing to see that. Because I never go I never went to São Paulo. I promised myself I go this year or the other year in 2024, because it's near to Minas, but it's a little bit pricey to go. But I want to meet Liberdade. Really, really. There's a lot of
It's,
opinions on the internet about it. It's
it's
amazing.
very cool.
Oh gosh. But Antonio, what do you feel about, like, you said about Liberdade, but you like you live in an, I imagine you live in the downtown of São Paulo. No,
Yes.
no, you said in Mogi, right?
No, Moji is Igor.
Is it there? I really don't know. But like you feel this culture of different culture, different persons of different places. How you feel about it? You feel comfortable? It's different
Uh,
for you?
in place I live in São Paulo is near is away of the center, but it just show a lot of cultures. Have places with a north of the country foods, or summer places with Italian foods, for example. Um, but the place with more uh, more types of culture in the center of the city, because the immigrants of around the world live and work here. For example, if you go to Santa Ifigênia, you wanna see a lot of people from the forgot the name of the country, but is in the Libaneses. There's a lot of Libaneses and Bolivians in the Bras. I have a lot of Bolivians. If you go more of the south, you can find a lot of the Israelians, though I don't know if it's the right form to say, but is it?
Yeah, here in Belo Horizonte, there is a place who is a joke in Belo Horizonte because the name of the shopping center is a indigenous name, and but only had Chinese in this local.
Oh, okay.
Who it's amazing. It's amazing.
That's
Oiapoque, the name. It's like only Chinese had stores in this local. It's like a shopping mall. The name is an indigenous name, but only the person who had the stores is only Chinese. And it's amazing. It's amazing
I forgot
because
the Chinese. Chinese I have a lot of Chinese in here too.
a lot of Chinese and it's amazing because like the Chinese is the owner of the store, but is a Brazilian who's, who sold the products. So it's amazing when you walk through this local, you see Chinese in with Brazilians. No, 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 and Brazilians like, sim, sim. Oh, every day you pass for this local, you see a fight. It's a Chinese fight with a Brazilian fight, but it's amazing. It's amazing. And always
Uh,
you see these both guys who fight, who had a talk and a discussion in the restaurant in a Japanese restaurant.
oh my god.
É o puro suco de Belo Horizonte.
In São Paulo is a lot of the things too. In Galeria Pajé, it's the same thing, but is very big. It's 80 floors, the building, or more. No, I don't remember now. With the it's a little world,
Yeah,
and the is a one building.
not
It's
like that.
insane.
But it's amazing. Like in the first floor is the food, the second floor is the clothes, the third floor is like consultório médico. Don't make any sense, really. But it's amazing. I think it's amazing. The like months ago I go to a Thailandese Taiwan restaurant. And it was amazing because I'm sit and there is a other couple, a Brazilian couple, eat, and then like I see the Chinese couple and like a Bolivian couple, and you feel like everyone eat Taiwan food. Amazing! I think it's amazing, really. Amazing. I feel really comfortable with that, really, but it's awesome. I guess this local in Belo Horizonte is one place who everyone go and feels like, no, no. Like indigenous name, but Chinese person who sold all the products. It's amazing.
Ah, it's a very common in Brazil.
Yeah, very common. But the name, indigenous name, that's why?
No,
Why?
the case is Galeria Pajé, but it's not have anyone is Pajé.
And don't have any indigenous product in this
No,
local. No,
no.
don't exist. It's only the name.
It's all
Amazing,
products of
amazing.
the China, sold by
China?
Chinese, Indians, Lebanese,
Yeah.
Bolivians,
And sometimes the Japanese too.
Japanese too. Uh, if you can talk to make a discount, sem cholo,
No, no, don't exist.
sem
Discounts here.
cholo, sem cholo. If you
But it's amazing.
want if the product is broken, you need to change it.
Don't,
It's don't
you
have
can.
it. No garantia, no garantia.
But I love that, because respect the culture. It
Yes.
because
The,
the Oriental culture don't have this kind of discounts
no,
and
no.
this kind of thing, but it's amazing. And a lot of discussions here in Oiapoque is because of that. Like, people.
Depending of the country, if you if you um, I forgot the word to pedir.
Ask?
You if you ask a discount is a offense.
Yeah, the office. That is amazing. And this is some example of culture traditions. There's a tradition. And it's
Yes.
amazing. Like in Brazil, it's common to say about, oh, the discount. If I pay in cash, can I have the discount? Always have that. But in Lebanon, I guess, don't have this. And it's so disrespectful if you ask for that. That is amazing. Amazing. And how about you, Igor? There is something like that where you live in São Paulo too, right?
Yes, I live in São Paulo, but it's not the downstairs. It's around them. But when we were talking about these things, I remember the 25 March, Mars, and I don't know if you go there, but the first time I went there, sincerely, I was scared because there are a lot of people, and some people tend to sell something in a high building, and all the time when I enter or walk into this place, I think I was stolen in that place because it's so hidden, escondido, and it's so terrible. But I think Brazil, it's a remix. It's mixture everything.
It's amazing. Like you said about the 25 de Março, right? The name. And I think it was a confusion. I think if I go to 25 de Março, I feel exactly like you. I feel like, no, go to home. Go to home. Please. What is happening here? Because it's amazing. It's amazing. A lot of persons screaming like, oh, blows, church, blood, salt, 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 salt. You feel like, crazy. But I love there is a other channel in on Instagram. There's a person who always correlated some countries for other countries. And this guy correlated Brazil to Thailandia. The same crazy person on the street. It's like that. The person take a barbecue on the street, and we do that. Like we do that. We do that. Him in my city, the persons do that on the in front of house. When you open the door, and a lot of persons here do barbecues on the streets. But it's amazing to see that the correlations of it. I don't know. I don't remember the name of the guy, but it's a guy who travel a lot of words. A lot of words, no, a lot of countries. I hope words, no. But and the guy correlated one country to other country, the perspectives and the way who persons behavior, the perspective of the person. And he said Brazilians and Thailandeses are almost crazy. I feel like, gosh. And the guy is Brazilian. The guy is Brazilian and said, guys, it's amazing. Thailandese is like Brazilian. The the way who you go to Thailand and the guy hug you, like want to make you feel comfortable with the place, And Brazilian had this perspective too. The perspective of take a foreign person, take like, okay, come. I show you everything now. I love this kind of thing in Brazilian. Of course, not all Brazilians, course, but but had some who's so comfortable and like but there are some stereotypes in Brazil who is really difficult in other countries. But guys, I guess we have time for one more question. Yeah. And I go to the question number 5. Uh, Antonio, what are some common misconceptions or stereotypes about culture diversity and how can they be addressed? How can be avoided or this kind of thing?
And I need to understand better this question. What are some common
Like,
conceptions?
some stereotypes. You know what is stereotype?
Okay, stereotypes.
Mhm.
For example, the forms which the people talk in
Yeah,
Brazil is the for example the peoples living Rio de Janeiro, it's arrastado. It's
I know.
the stereotype of the carioca is malandro, digamos assim. And the the people living in Bahia is the fame of the lazy. It's the going the things more slowly. Which is stereotype of the type of the people, and the south of the country. It's the maybe of uh, make a great barbecue. And another stereotype. Let me see. Let me see. And the people living in São Paulo is the fame of stereotype is uh, oh my god, I forgot.
I don't know the stereotype of São Paulo too.
But it's a existing, but now I forgot is the key the oh my god, forgot the word again. Uh,
Yeah.
but basically it's this.
Yeah, there is some stereotypes about Brazilians in general. It's a lot. It's so mean. Like in the stereotype of Bahia, the stereotype of persons who live in the Nordeste. is really mean. Really, really mean. Gosh, really mean. Like the stereotype of the Sudeste, it's okay, everyone laughing. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's a little bit funny, but the Nordeste is a little deep. So
Yes,
deep and
yes.
so mean. Like I heard that some persons from Maranhão and other persons from Sergipe too who have family here in Belo Horizonte and come sometimes and always said to me like, oh, there's a lot of jokes on the internet who is so mean, and he feels frustrated because we all Brazilians. Like don't make sense
Exactly.
if you do that. Like it's really mean. And the guy said like always about the North and the Nordeste. Norte and Nordeste have mean jokes, mean stereotypes, you know.
What is mean?
Mean like malvado,
Oh, okay.
you know?
Thanks.
Like in a devil way, you know? É um jeito ruim de se falar sobre outra
Mm-hmm.
pessoa. Entende?
Yes, yes.
And Igor, how about you?
Well, when we talk about the stereotypes, it's a little bit difficult to avoid or reduce these things, mainly when we talk about the bad stereotypes. For example, um, let's go. Shall we? Um, I don't know. For example, India. Uh, I think everybody saw the movies or videos about the foodies, how they prepare their foods and other things, and for them, it's totally common to eat that type of food because uh, it's related about the culture, about the money, about the financial, about the other things that that for us it's totally different. Brazil and India, it's totally different and different things. Uh, but it's totally difficult to to broke or to stop these stereotypes. And when we are talk about the difference and diversity cultures, and I think we try to give a chance to understand his sides or his opinions, how they live, in order to 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 make a decision or share everything or anything that you saw or everything that you listen about the information from other people that they live or has the opportunity to to see or to feel the culture, and I think it's difficult to avoid to stop this stereotype uh, about everything, you know.
Yeah, it's really hard uh, if you see a different thing. And I think you never imagine who you see in your life. And some persons like have the behavior to avoid, the behavior to fight, to like laughing. I can see that with like LGBT person, you know, a lot of that. Like some countries who is you can't do that. You can be drag, for example, in Russia. You can be gay in Russia. So if you see a drag queen, like a Russian who is always born and raised with a mind like, oh, it's not okay. It's not right. It's not okay. A lot of things. And this person face LGBT person, feel frozen. Feel frozen. Like, what has happened? Because it's not common in her culture, you know. It's really, really difficult to deal with that. Because the person really don't know. It's not, oh, the person uh, knows about it. No, there's some persons who raising like that, raising with this kind of opinions. Don't never see a gay person, for example. And the first time who see, the first decision in the mind is avoid that. I hate you. But even know what is this. You know, like it's like a kid in this kind of information, you know. So it's really difficult. Really difficult. Really, really. I put this example of LGBT because it's a it's always have some news about it. But it's really difficult to deal with that. Is a barrier you need to change in the community, not only the LGBT community, but the community in general, because we need the persons need to deal with that, deal with the difference, you know. And you said about the Indians. I always see a person who see like about the food. Oh, the food. No, it's not like that. It's one video on YouTube. You watch it and you think the entire culture is like that. No makes sense. No, it's like, oh, it's a bad stereotype. Really bad. It's not good. But anyway, guys, I think the time is over. I hope you like it for this meeting. Antonio, you like this meeting? How you feel it?
Yes, I like, but
Okay.
my the problem with my vocabulary is limit my answers, but it's
Now it's the time.
yes,
Step by step.
exactly.
Thank you, Antonio. I hope you see in the other week. And Igor, how you feel about it?
I like this subject. It's easy. It's not so difficult, and easy to talk about it.
Ah, that's awesome. Thank you for your participation, Igor and Antonio too. I hope Igor see you in the next week too. And guys, thank you for this 1 hour. Okay. And you see you all in the next week. Okay.
Okay,
Bye.
thank you. Bye.